All right, no, we're gonna do this, and this is gonna be 100% real. So ain't nobody faking nothing. We really want to get to it. And I'm wanna know really from my head, why you want to get back into training? What's it gonna do for you?
I think it's gonna enhance my body's spirit and mind, and help me in the process with my wife, development, development, and how we interact with each other. We could grow and grow better in that area, with each other than just, being at home and
How can it help you in what way?
uh,
Like
being
specifically, how
being
y'all been applying with you?
being around, being involved with, another person like group, society, you know, um, hearing, a voice that's, you know, curing, healing, that's, putting out energy and development.
You ever done sports or anything before?
Oh, I know how to fight. I know every move.
Sport. We'll get to fight in a minute.
Yeah, I know my sports too.
What sports have you played?
I think he's scared of me.
Really? You scared of women? No time.
Yeah, I know.
He better be if it comes to Sunday, yes.
Well, the
Because
reason I'm asking, because I was,
she is precious.
yeah, the reason I'm asking, this is more mental than anything else, right? So I got some outlets and all, but everybody got different outlets. And whatever your outlet is, that's what yours is. I mean, just build on what. Now, for men, we do physical stuff. That's a big word. And competing and just being around other folks in a competitive environment, nothing bad. We just enjoy it. So, what outlets do you have, or have you had in the past?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I don't like groups of people.
Okay, well, what have been?
Like, I can handle like small groups, like us four here.
Yeah.
But as far as you put me in too big of a group, oh no.
So, what sports have you played?
I did basketball, softball, volleyball, soccer.
No, thanks for some of them things. No, since then, what's been your outlet? Like, if you're not doing well mentally, what do you do to make you feel good?
What makes me feel good is if the family's took care of, it's a good day for me.
No, I mean, if you, let's see, all right, so.
Like outdoor wise, is that what you're saying?
Anything.
Like me?
If I'm stressing, I like to do some kind of training. That helps me a lot.
Okay, if I'm stressing, I'd rather like take a hike, like go to a waterfall, something like that. That's me. Or fishing, something like that. That's the way we would.
Something nature-wise.
Yeah.
You think that's heritage or just something that you choose?
I think it's inherited, and that's something I choose too, because that's just the way we've always dealt with a lot of our problems.
What do you like? What do you like the most? As far as like on that hike, or you just gonna hike a mountain, you wanna go on the trail, you wanna go in the woods, you get in the water. You know what I'm saying? Like, what scenery do you like the best?
I would say the mountains.
Well, what's the on the reservation there? Big old field over there, and it's like not a welcome center, but everything about Cherokee is right there. They have the big old field is right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Right, you're talking about the rec. It's right there by the rec park.
I think so.
In Cherokee, yeah. We consider it the rec park. I mean, that's what we call it.
So what works for you when you do that? Like, what changes in you?
Me and so Jason went up there before, and Greg, it's where I took you to, and me and so Jay had gotten that water that day. But
Whenever something's happening and you go somewhere nature related, how does it help you?
To me, it's just like, it clears my mind. Like, I don't think about nothing else, like, Like, I like getting back in the woods real deep too, and like seeing the scenery and stuff like that. Like me, I'm not scared of no wild animal coming up on me and hurting me, versus him. He's scared of the bears and stuff like that, you know?
We are. It's him.
Like, come on,
We
but,
grow up like
but here's my motto to life though. Why are you scared to go do something that you wanna do, you know? Because if it's your time to go, you're gonna go one way or the other, whether that bear eats you or whether you're in a car wreck or, you know, whatever. That's just the way I've always looked at life. You know, if it's your time, you're gonna go. So, you know, why am I gonna stop, like, going up the mountains?
But I think
You know?
that's only halfway true though. Because, okay, so let's say, yeah, there was a time we're supposed to live, a time we're gonna die. Right? Now, we don't know when that's gonna be, but we always are gonna affect other people while we're here. So it may not be your time, but it may not be their time either. So we don't wanna make them worse for them, just because we doing whatever we want. I mean, I don't think God gives us this thing where boom, that's it. I don't feel like he does that. Everything, we're not Catholic. Right? We don't have everything that's predestined and you can't do anything to change. Every decision you make, I don't feel that. Whenever we're talking about the Godhead, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, right? We're thinking about this whole tree of life. We got branches of what we can do. This one tree is my life. Now on this here, whatever that branch goes, that's one situation and it can go 80 different ways. And our lives go like that. I mean, I guarantee you that it's not gonna be a roll of the dice. You get on top of the building and you jump off, you're gonna die every time. It's not, I mean, that's whether it's your time or not. It's not gonna be a situation where you're gonna live through that problem. So,
Right.
you know, and that's more on what I mean. And I can identify with like, at one point I couldn't do anything because my body got really bad, couldn't move much, supposed to be dead soon, that kind of thing. And that's not what I'm having. So
Sit it on my table.
I actually healed from helping people, and then that made me do some other stuff. So, are you interested in doing anything physical right now? Do you think a physical outlet is good for you?
Well, I wouldn't say that it's not, you know, because like I do enjoy doing stuff like that too.
Like what?
You know, like getting out and being like physical and walking and stuff like that. You know, so it would be something. It would be something that I would be interested in trying. You know, it would be. Hey, baby, you disturbing us?
Hey, don't be doing that, girl.
She got
2
too
years
smart.
old, man. I
Yeah,
swear.
she's got too smart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna skip around a bit and go ahead and get to you. What I do is not easy. Like it's not just exercise, it's mental. I mean that's one thing I was telling him. When you train with me, it is more mental than physical.
It is.
And because I don't have excuses for life. Right? So we screw up, we don't screw up, we do this, do that, you're gonna be consequences anyway. But we gotta make sure that whatever we're doing, we put ourselves in the best spot that we can be productive. Now, if I don't watch how I talk to someone, I don't pray, I don't think about other people, I don't do what I need for myself. I mean, all those things are gonna affect somebody. It's gonna be that. Now, if it's not a person out in the community, your parents, your family, you know, there's somebody gonna be affected by you not doing what you need to do. And I don't even wanna do that to somebody. I wanna make sure that I take care of brain. I gotta do that first. And when I do this part with the training aspect, I don't do this just as self-defense as a concept. I'm talking about literally saving your life. You know, most of us been through something that we didn't know what was gonna happen. You know, and God saw us do something different. But I don't look at anything that we do as, you know, just in case. It's insurance. You know, and we look saying it's better to have it and not need it than need it not have it. Okay?
Right.
So we went to the car and didn't get insurance, but it was good for us. But the training is personal for what I do. I make people figure out where their limit is. So most folks say, you know, just do it, but don't get that, you know, get in my face. I do this, I do it. You know, if you think you do what you want. And if people have not run a situation where they find out they don't know stuff, I mean, that's what folks do to mess up. You know, we think about it because, well, I'll say you can handle yourself. You're not gonna stay letting them push you around.
Oh, no.
So when Bob do, you're gonna do this, that, and the third, right? But the problem with that though is that if the person comes to you and don't care nothing about what you're saying, and you can't do none of that stuff, what do you do then? So everyone's like, someone grab me, I'm gonna do this. No.
But that person's in trouble. That person's
How do
in
you
trouble.
know? How do you know?
Well, I mean, if you can get the better of them, you know.
What's if I stood behind you and grabbed you, would that bother you?
Oh, somebody be on the floor.
Yeah, but would that bother you though?
It
If I
does-
grab you by your neck,
it-
would that bother you?
It does bother me, unless it's like somebody I know.
Alright, so I get one of these, right? You see how he's smiling now? See, it's
Uh,
working already. See that?
Right,
No.
and you know what move I would pull on him right now?
What's that?
If he wasn't a friend, I'd grab him by his neck and go overboard with him.
Right.
Yeah.
Do me for real quick. I'm gonna show you something. Bite your back teeth. Bite down your back teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I do this to somebody, I'm gonna be controlled with it. But keep it back, keep it. But someone grab, it's gonna be one of these here. So it's not. It ain't nothing planned. You can try to flip over, but when I do something, it is that.
Right,
There's
some
no
people you
flipping.
can though.
No, but after, yeah, get that out.
So-
But it has to happen before a certain point. If I grab you like this right here, if you haven't done it yet, it's not gonna work now.
Right, you're gonna have to go with something different.
But if I grab you now, try to get my arm off you. Any kind of way you want to. Get me.
Oh no, I'm just gonna hurt you for real, cause
No, if you can,
I
go for
hit
it.
harder than,
That's fine. Go for it.
Go ahead.
You know, seriously.
okay, seriously.
I'm not gonna be mad at you at all. Yeah, quit.
Okay, what I'm gonna do if somebody do me like that, I'm gonna go for the ribs, cause that's the weakest.
Go do it. Do it. Seriously.
He's got some muscles on
I'm not squeezing your head though.
So you're kind of out of luck if you get like somebody with these kind of muscles.
Actually, that's not true, but you gotta get out though.
But
If I'm
there-
saying, you guys say, dude, you're too big. Give me somebody else to rob me. So I grab you. What you mean?
That's right. Oh yeah.
I'm doing you. I'm talking about you. Come on. If this is going on, what you gonna do?
Can I do it?
Yes. Yeah. Same question.
You
Yeah.
want to know what I'm gonna do?
Yes.
Do it.
You don't have to even tell me. Just do it. Get me away from you.
I can't do it.
Get me away from you.
Let's give it a hurry.
Get me away from you.
She can't do it.
I think I could.
Yeah, you can.
I think I could, but I don't like hurting.
How weird did that feel?
Well, I know what you're saying, like,
But how weird did that feel?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the death throw.
The purpose of
She
doing
knows that one.
The purpose of doing that is not to see what you got. The purpose of it is show you that you can't stop me.
Right.
It doesn't matter how mad you get, how passionate you are. It's not okay. What you would do is make it more exciting to take advantage of it. She's just fighting. Good, I like that. I'm not going to what? Instead of grab you on your throat, something real quick. Go ahead, I grab you here. Get your arm away from me. Get your arm away from me.
Oh, get it away?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes. Now, what you did? You good?
I can do
Say
it.
right there. You
I got
good
too
right
many
there. You
reflexes.
good right there. So what happened just now? You did the natural reaction to pull away. I
Right.
came forward when you pulled me to you. Now we got one of these behind. You can't go anywhere now. If I'm a mean person, oh man, I'm right here close to you. What do we do now? We can fight and all that, sure, but you think you can better beat me? Not me, just me, but another person. Big, strong, whatever.
Well, if you're smart, you're gonna dodge and let them hit the pole too.
I don't want to hit that. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you. Now, come here. It's nerve wracking doing that. But the whole point about it is that we don't know what we'll do until we're in this situation.
Well, yeah, I know what you're saying. Or if you got 2 or 3 people and you fighting at the same time.
and
yeah.
there's a part where the maintenance that people don't do is what do you do when you realize you didn't know it? But now something happened, you got hurt, you couldn't defend someone. How do you process that? So I'm
Right.
trying to protect my family, whoever. I thought I could do it. I'm mad, I'm angry, I'm trying hard, but it don't work. Now when that situation over with, what do you do to help yourself here and here? Because now you realize, dang, I could not do anything.
Right.
That's the part that I like to deal with. Because that's how we are in life. You know what I'm saying? We don't know when we're gonna get fired. We don't know who's gonna lie to us. We don't know when the accident's gonna happen. We don't know when the wrong person gonna come. You don't know. So what do we do for that? And without giving people, they don't have to do any martial arts training. You don't have to do that. No person, you don't have to. It needs to be something that you actually want to do. But there's no one on this planet I've ever seen that when they see something they can't do and then they figure out how to do it, they get happy about that. Everyone does.
Right.
Now, we talking about video game or just a regular sport or whatever, you get it right, okay, cool, it's enjoyable. But let's say you have the chance that most people never get. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill him. Right? That's my thought process. And somehow I didn't do it because you stopped it. You had to, right?
Right, you're gonna be proud of
So
yourself.
what it happened to them too because you couldn't stop it. You see, now that's a whole nother situation.
And then you're gonna live with
Yes.
that, like, hey, what could I have done different?
Yes, and
yes, I know.
that right there is where the difference is working with me. The physical part, I enjoy it more because I can get you to see what's on the inside of you a lot faster. Because we can talk all day long, man. When you get to scrap with somebody, you got 30 seconds. You know everything you know about yourself in 30 seconds.
True.
And everyone can't deal with that. I know about the things that I've messed up with certain people. I mean, just. And it wasn't their fault. I'll be selfish. I'll be a dog. I'll be a man. I'm not being like, I had my issue going, and I'm never going to shy away from it. I've hurt people before. They did not deserve to be hurt. Same things happened to me, But we've been able to see them, man. God doesn't hold us like that. So I gotta forgive myself. When I forgive myself, no, I can actually go so I do more here.
No, right.
Because nobody wants to hurt folk, but how much more you hurt him by not letting this crap go? You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to keep making ourselves stay in them spots like that.
Mm-hmm.
The bonding that I can see with friends and family, co-workers, whoever, when somebody goes through something together, it changes, you know what I'm saying? So the military, the best example, the Marine Corps, they don't do it anymore.
Come up here then, so Jay, so
Yeah.
you don't break my screen, okay? Put the phone on the table, okay? Thank you.
The Marine Corps, they don't do it anymore with something called a crucible. And they got 13 weeks that they're doing the recruit training. The last 3 or 4 days, that's where the crucible happens. So basically, everyone goes out, they do whatever they're gonna do, but no one sleeps for about 2 days. So you're doing all these different things. You're shooting some, you're crawling some, you're barbed wire, all this crap you're doing. And it's not something necessarily to test you, it's a brotherhood bond. We're suffering together. And once that stuff is done with, they are marching back to what's called a parade day. And they are marching, and every time somebody's foot hit the deck, I mean, it sounds like this big old boom, like bass almost.
Hey, over here.
So, and
Come on.
kind of let you know somebody coming. Come on, sweetie. So it's the thing where you hear it coming, but it's like a thunderstorm almost. And you're like, man, what is that? And all these folks come, and they're marching together, and then they just finished the hardest thing they've done. Now they're gonna be in something called a formation, and it could be probably like we're sitting right here. I'll be in front and say you'll be a squad, and then put him in back, he'll be a squad that's going that way. So all of us will be doing something together. When they get on parade day, what they do, they're gonna be handed what's called an EGA. The Eagle Global Anchor. This is the icon of the Marine Corps. Now this is the first time in 13 weeks these people have ever seen the drill instructor be happy with them. I mean, they're not called bad names, they're not put down, not being tested. This person that literally made your life hell for 13 weeks is handing you something to make y'all brothers. And man, I'm telling you, it's so powerful seeing that. These men are crying not because somebody saw, man, that matters to you. It hits hard, And you can't take that away from no one. It don't matter what else you do in your life. That experience is going to be the best for you. With sports on the lower level, winning the championship, that's significant for that team. And they all did it together, so they want to share that. But the thing that I like doing with the martial arts training is honest. Like, I can't lie to you like that. If you're not ready to defend yourself, you're not ready. I mean, that's, and I don't like to give people false hope on something. I don't like that. So I don't give rank away just to keep you happy, keep you paying. I don't do that.
Right.
I want to make sure that you know what you're doing. Now, you are not going to be able to sit here and fight a grown man the first time I see you and you win. That's not going to happen. You're going to be able to do something, but after a while, you'll be able to see how to apply it. Because it really, all this stuff is mental. It really is. If we're doing these squats, your muscles are burning so bad, you can quit if you want to, but don't stay in there. It sucks. It hurts a lot. So, I mean, to be able to do that, that's what we're looking for. And with men is that way because we get a chance to see the pecking order. We see the hierarchy. football and doing things. Look, y'all get a chance to hit each other. If you can't knock the dude down, you're gonna sit down to the side. You're just gonna do that. You don't have to talk about it. You get hit, it's too much, I'm done. You get that. You know too, just with y'all heritage, man. What they did before had law and organized stuff. The two people that want to lead everyone, want to be chief, they're gonna fight. The one that wins, that's the man.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, so same thing. So, and that's because that physical stuff. People talk about, you should let people talk hormones when they touch you. That's when something. I don't know, because if you think about it, how many people have been hurt because of something they said, not they did? I mean, that's I'm not finna sit here and try to get a gun if you ain't told me something that I don't like. I mean, I'm not gonna do that to you. There's nothing to do it for. Once that happens, all right, it's on. Let's go. It's what you said. So I don't ever want people to think that they're bigger and better than what they are, because that's what gets hurt. That's pride,
And you gotta always remember, I know my grandparents were real bad to tell us, because they raised us up pretty tough, like how to fight and everything. Like we can defend ourselves, pretty good, in my opinion. But he always said, don't take what I gave you and think that you can be against everyone. He said there'll always be that one person that can really take you out if they wanted to, and he really, he believed that. Like,
You trust me? You trust me?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me her real quick. Okay.
Go ahead, Sanjay.
She's like, no.
No, it's going right. It's going right.
He wants to see you a minute. Can he hold you?
Just keep talking.
Can he hold you? Can he hold you? Oh no, he can't hold you? She said, oh no. She said, oh no.
Now, here's what's gonna happen. You got about 10 seconds to get this baby from me, or I'm gonna hurt her very badly. Right? I'm gonna take her somewhere and do whatever I wanna do. It ain't nothing she can do to stop me. All right, bye. You see that?
That's where, when he said that, that's where I would jump up and put him in their throat like he had me. That's just me out of reaction. Come on, baby, come on. He just playing with
I'm
you.
gonna give you right back. I'm gonna let her hold you, okay? It's okay. And we don't wanna hurt you at all, I promise.
You hear that?
Now, if she's like this, and I'm telling you, stay right there, I'm gonna do something to her. What do? You come over here.
And you know what I'm gonna do?
Sit there. You
More
better sit
likely I'm
there.
gonna have a gun on me, and you're gonna get shot from underneath
But
the
I got
table.
her here though. I got her right here. You see him?
Well, I know what you're saying.
See that? Those are situations, but the whole point about it is that if that happens, and I gave you a chance to fight back and you lose, that's what I'm talking about. Like, no, I'm gonna spend my baby.
Right,
No,
and we have experienced stuff like that, because like I was telling him, I was a sheriff in Cleveland, Ohio. We went on with this one call where this
Sheriff?
yeah.
Man.
We went on this one call where this uncle was holding his a 10-year-old hostage.
Oh, no.
He was trying to kill the kid, and we had like
Right
everyone.
here, don't talk to me.
Everyone was scared
I ain't
to
got
go
no
in that
microphone.
house.
Hey, microphone. I got that.
I got to say I was the first cop that entered that house, and I had entered it from the back door. Yes, I did, and went up on that guy and took that guy down.
What made you do
And
that?
then something told me. I don't know, I had like this gut feeling, like my adrenaline was rushing, and something told me something's wrong. He is gonna kill that kid. And I honestly believed in my heart that if I didn't get in there and take him down, that he's gonna kill that kid. So therefore, for me, I felt, I got to do something to defend that
How
kid.
much
That
does
was
this
before I
change
even
now?
had a
This is a
kid.
blade. How much does this change now that I got him like this for you? I got a blade. How much does this change now? What's the difference between her and him?
Oh, her and him?
Yeah, that's
Okay. That's my honey.
Yeah.
And let's get this straight. This
Yeah.
is my baby.
Yes.
So,
This is a blade. I got it to him. What's the difference in how you feel from her to him?
well, I'm gonna fight for both of them, but she's gonna give more
What's the
reaction.
difference? I don't wanna hear the other stuff, what's the difference?
Well, he's a grown man. He better explain why he got himself in that situation.
So we gonna sit here and argue before I stab him, what are you for? We can talk about that later on, right?
No, I would.
But I have him right here.
I would
This
defend
blade is to him. What's the different feeling you have between him and with her?
him and her.
Mm-hmm. It's a difference.
Well, I love them both, but I have a stronger heart for kids. That's just me. Like, I fall, like, I don't know. I guess I bond with children a lot more than even the ones I love, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Because I'm always thinking, I don't know. My point of view is I think the little ones are the innocent ones. So I feel like I'm out here to defend her.
So what about
more
him?
than I
So
would
how you
him.
feel about him?
Him?
Be honest now. Be honest.
Well, that's my husband. I'm gonna help him.
But what's the difference? I know you're going to, but it's a different feel. You born with kids, they're innocent. All right, lay it here. How does this feel different? What's the difference right here?
What's the difference?
Yes.
Was he acting stupid to get that blade on his neck?
We can't talk about it now. We finna do this first, then we'll talk later. But I got it right here. He ain't gonna make it too much longer now. We got about 30 seconds max, and I'm gonna put this blade in his throat. But what's the different feel from me having him to when I had her? How do you feel different with it too?
I mean, you love both of them, you care about both of them. And you're gonna react for both of them. But the baby, in my opinion, she didn't do nothing wrong. You know, I don't care if she did or not. You better accept that she's a kid. But now a grown man can do something wrong.
Well,
You see what I'm saying?
This is
Sunday. Hey, do it again. Do it again.
Come
Sanjay,
on, do it again. If I get right here, I got
Sanjay, help.
Sanjay, go beat him up.
Come help me.
Go beat up Brendan. Go let him have it like you do Daddy
Come
at the
help me, girl.
house.
Come help me.
You're not gonna do it.
Come help daddy.
She would. Okay,
He ain't gonna help.
let's do this. Oh yeah, you grab him. Let's see if we can get Sanjay to help him.
Now, here's the beauty of what I was just doing just now. Okay. Now, obviously, you're gonna protect the kid. Obviously, there's no thing about it.
No.
I don't have to know any specifics of a situation or a relationship or marriage to tell you that probably hurt his feelings that you wouldn't do that for him like that. It doesn't. No, I like that. Before you say something, wait. Because
The child's first.
no, I'm gonna tell you why. What we gotta not do as parents, we can't put the kids above the relationship, because if it goes God, kid, spouse, it'll never work. God, spouse, kid, you do it together. If you care more right there than him, this won't work. It'll never work. So what she has to see, and what the kids have to see, is that y'all's relationship is what they are going to benefit from. Because then it's like, well, okay, you can protect her, but he may not be as strong as you think. What I told you in the beginning, Return to Alpha, the Men 2 movie, he may not be able to be as strong as you think he is. So just because he's a man, he has to do this and that. That's the part that folks don't realize. It's not that he ain't strong, he can't do it, but we don't know where he's at mentally and emotionally, because people just don't think
But
about it.
Brendan, he's always told me if he's gonna act a fool, to just protect the kid, let him be.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But I can tell you right now, I do, everyone that I care about in my life, I love them, obviously. There's a different sense of urgency. It's a different way that I'm gonna look at other ones. But it's not gonna be like, if my wife get in some trouble, I'm telling you right now, the only reason I won't dart over to her is because we've gotten to the point where she knows if somebody hurt her, she probably gonna tell her, you need to kill me. This man, you know, that we just got that, you know. And yeah, we wanna make sure that the children take care of. But the whole point about it, you can't have a safe environment without this. He has to be where it starts. This is what God said. Gotta be here. You know. Now, you have to be on the side of him, and you gotta let her be there. That's where the communication has to happen. If he says this, I want to do this. You can't now, if this is your husband, that means you follow him, period. And that means you have to protect her though. You know what I'm saying? And if he's not doing right, no, just talk to him. And then once y'all talk about it, okay, I see your point. You know, and if that's not willing to happen, that's what we need to think about, changing something in the dynamic. But I can tell you right now, if someone's gonna hurt someone, you over there, the baby over there, you're gonna want me to get the bed, but you don't want me to get you too. I mean, you don't want to just get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's not so much that we have to change our thought process of who matters. We gotta understand the situation itself. If he's not here, you can't raise her right. If she's not here, you can't raise her right. You can't do it. There's no, everyone has to follow the role that they're in.
Look, if they do get attached, I guess, to both.
Now, if you think about it too, all right, let me get you, come on, well, no, I already scared you out there. So, what do you feel when I had her?
I felt she in trouble now, cause I.
Hold on, Brandon. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
No, check this. Look, hey, this is the other part. Y'all look what happened just now. She turned around and looked at you guys.
You look at his face.
See, they over there together.
You
see how
what you gonna do?
She just did that. When y'all did that, she turned around and she wanted me to come over to her. So that's how she responded to that.
Oh, wow.
Now, the whole thing, we didn't know that.
We okay, we just playing.
Yeah, she good.
We just playing. You know how you beat daddy up when I get you bored? Did you tell him that? Did you tell him you can beat daddy up?
Now, G, what you felt, man, when I grabbed her? What went through you?
She finna find out now. What she thinks she can do, she ain't gonna even do it.
How much did you want to protect her over letting her see what happened?
I was like, but she's resisting it. She resisting the truth.
And what's that truth? That she's not catching?
That she can't do nothing.
Okay, let's get in the grass and see who can do what.
No, but now, okay, so now at what point we're gonna get in the grass and do what? See who can. We ain't gonna do it, I'm just saying.
We gonna see who's the best of it. We're gonna see if it's the
You
woman.
gonna try to tackle it? You gotta hold on to him? You try to slam him? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna do it all.
Now I'm cool, you know, when people do it, but if it got serious, what do you do? Like if it got for real, like, and you really getting into it with each other. Do we keep fighting? How your mindset?
You're not supposed to. You're supposed to have a mindset. If it's one of your loved ones you get in a fight with, you leave it at a certain point. You know, you
What's that point?
Well, I don't know.
And
But,
who?
You would hope that you could stop at a certain point.
But what's the hierarchy? That how do we know what's the number one decision? Who makes the rule on what we need to do to stop? Who determines that?
I guess your mind would have to.
Yeah, but who makes that for everybody?
Well,
If your stop goes here, his is here. I mean, it's not so much that we don't get it, but it just matters different. So we have to discuss that part. Now, the whole reason I'm even saying it is because there's always going to be a cloud of a doubt if you don't know how to physically do something. Because nobody wants to be like, I can't do it. Nobody wants to say that. But if we're being real with it, man, we don't know how to do a lot of things. And when we pretend we do, we get in trouble. We don't ask for help, you know, that kind of
or
stuff.
sometimes you don't think about it like from your point of
Yes.
view. You had a whole different point of view. Sometimes people
Yep.
don't think about that. You know, like why would you even let it escalate? Because
Yes.
you may want to stop here. They may want to stop
Yes.
farther out. You know?
And both are correct, but you
Yeah.
need to understand how y'all feel about it. That's the whole thing. That's why we're here. We're trying to get right here together some kind of way. Wherever we are on whatever topic, the whole table is a topic, and y'all got to get right here with each other. So that way, whatever the compromise is, both y'all can live with it and stick to it. Now, the actual training part, I'm going to do stuff where your body is going to stop, okay? You're going to be done. But if your mind is focused into it, you're going to push through stuff. It's not anything torturous either. And it could be as small as doing another squat or another push-up. It could be sparring, trying to, whatever, all the way up to the point where you got to keep your cool as something bad happens to someone you care about. I mean, whatever it is, we're going to figure those things out. But that's why this matters. And I think that, what do you think is the hardest thing you've been through? Something physical or something that just happened like in life? Hardest thing you ever done?
I ain't really had that part of the time, except for I almost lost my cool like when I lost my grandpa, because he's the one that raised me, you know, and I almost lost it then, and you know
Why?
he was a moonshiner. And Lord, I really lost it that night. I drank up the leftover moonshine, and there was still plenty left. And I mean, I went on a drunk for months.
Why? Why they bother you like that?
I don't know. I think it's just the fact him not being there and me so used to him being there. You know,
so
because
you know you can't say you don't know because you know you telling me now.
right, because he stepped in like when I was maybe about 6 years old, and I didn't want to be around my dad's girlfriend at the time, which is the stepmom. Me and her didn't get along, and like even at age 6, we'd argue whatever. I'd try to attack her. I thought I was a little bad kid, you know, like just because of her attitude, you know. And I'd be like, oh no, I ain't staying with her. You know, my dad's at work all day. No, because he'd do 12-hour shifts. So I took my clothes, I got them all down the road, and dropped them off at my grandparents' house, and never would go back home.
Did he know that?
And well, I think I have told him I went to
Did you know that?
Told me something.
but I never would go back home. And Grandma told him,
But
said,
how about that? Now, because the big part about it, what I was thinking about, the meat of it, is that you just said why you were drunk like that. And you said why that man you cared about, you went through it. If he doesn't know that, he can't understand you. He
Right.
has to know that part. You gotta tell him. Because he can't, you can't, well, you don't listen to him, but you didn't say anything. And something as serious as that, that's something he should come with already. So he would already know that's where you are. So if anything happens with a 6-year-old, someone's granddad, a certain situation, he will be sensitive to it. Because you told him why that mattered to you so much.
right.
What you toughest thing you ever done, not physical, something else. And think about we're gonna do the physical one now. And it can be a sport or whatever, practice or whatever. But I want something physical in a second. What's the hard thing you done that was not physical?
Try to pass my GED. Get my GED.
Why was that tough?
Because my mind didn't comprehend it, taking in.
Explain to me what you mean.
It wasn't, I was lost, I was, fatigued, I was, I couldn't comprehend in a way that would give me the right answer.
You saying you didn't know the material, basically?
Yep, I couldn't take it in where I could understand it.
Were you able to read and write?
Yeah.
But just not comprehend what it was talking about?
Like how to do a math problem, you know, algebra, all this stuff.
What about it you feel like you couldn't comprehend?
I know.
Like let's say we got 2A minus 4A. You wanna answer
I
that?
don't even know what it means. I don't have the tools to get the answer.
Alright, so we got 2 minus 4. Got that?
I don't, because I know that's arithmetic, and the number 2 and a 4 is close numbers and I have an application to subtract or add.
Alright,
In
so
that
we
case,
got 2
subtract.
minus 4. What's the answer?
2 minus 4?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's gonna go backwards and give me, you see, 2 take away 4, so that one gonna be, equal, let's see, 2 minus 4 is gonna be not even a problem. They can't, they don't make problems like that.
What do you mean?
That's gonna be an alien right there.
What kind of problems are you saying they don't make the ones like that? What do you mean?
I never seen nothing like that in my life. It's not a rule. It didn't pass the makeup of a number.
Now, when it comes to stuff like that, let's say something, someone asks you something just academic, right? And then somebody else make fun of you about something. Would that bother you?
Yeah, it can. It can.
Why is that?
Because my senses is I was made like that. You got senses like tasting, hearing, all that, and it goes to your brain and it goes to the nerves.
Did you know that about him?
I mean, I knew he didn't have his GED and stuff. I
You
didn't
know
know.
what he just said, all of that. Did you know that?
Uh-huh.
You knew what he just said.
He said it goes to his senses. And
No, I'm talking about what he was saying, what the issue was, like, what does he feel like is a hard thing for us, the map itself, I mean, just the way he felt about it. You know how he felt about it. Sweetheart, turn off from him, okay? Turn off from him, please.
He had never seen problems like that.
But did you know that?
No, I didn't.
So now, there's nowhere in the world you won't understand what, if you say something to him, like, maybe say something about him not being smart, or being retarded, or whatever, some of that. That may make him furious. You're just kidding around. It's a little comment, ain't nothing. But because you didn't know that, you can't be sensitive to that. So think about this right now. Them two things that y'all know about each other. How much more do you understand about each other now? It makes sense, right? And they gotta make sense of the whole thing, but there's a piece that comes together because y'all got understanding now. And when that happens now, it's not so tough to communicate. Because you understand what it was about her granddad that made her like that. And you're seeing why academic stuff bothers him. So we know how to approach it now. We can help each other the right way. Not say, well, you need to get over it. You need to try harder. No, it's a lot more delicate than that. Now,
Right.
strong as the physical something physical that was hard thing you ever did. And this could be a fight you got in. This could be a workout. This could be someone that had a baby. I mean, whatever. Sickness, doesn't matter what it is, but something that's physical. Hard thing you ever did.
I'd say the hardest thing we ever did, I'm gonna go with, when we was in 10th grade and we had a basketball game against Robbinsville. Everything was going good, but Robbinsville, they had the coaches on their team that decided they're not gonna let us beat them. Even us getting it honest. So these coaches trying to call the scores wrong, all that. Okay, so some of us kids got into it after the game, which they ended up tying the game because they didn't want no conflict, but there was still were conflict because us kids, we felt like they cheated us out of the game. So we said something to the other team. Well, when we told them, hey, we feel like we're cheated, they need to make a replay of this game. That's all we said to them. Some of these kids wanted to fight. So we told them, bring it on. So we started getting in fights, and then it escalated, and then the adults started getting into the fights. And it was just a big commotion. For the longest, they absolutely escorted all of us through Robbinsville
So
to make sure we made that call.
Made it so bad physical. What was so bad physically about that?
I think for the fact, like during the game and stuff, they would try to punch us in our ribs and stuff, and I feel like they thought that we had the best on them, so they wanted to take that away from us.
So you
Like,
saying
bullying
the
us.
toughest thing you've been through is when you was being challenged physically with that game you talking about?
Yeah, I ain't
That makes
really.
sense. That makes sense.
Nothing.
Now, what about
harsh.
that made it so challenging though? Because you played sports before, people are
I think it was the players we were against, and everybody's
they
attitude.
were doing things that were different.
Right, because all during the game, if they seen one of our team shoot, and they were trying to, elbow them in the rib and stuff like that. So I think they were just trying to, more or less put our team down. So.
You had to be more physically overcome the other stuff.
Right.
What about you? Toughest thing you ever done
Get
physically?
up here with it, 'cause I want you to break it. Come on. Hey, you coming?
Get up under some weights
Where you going?
that I can't lift, and then I have to pull the weight off and get the right weight on that. So I could.
No, you and I both know that ain't true.
There's been one.
The toughest thing.
No.
No. I remember before you went, came back, how much better you were. You had to go there because of what you were currently doing.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't get away from it.
Right.
You needed help.
Right.
And you got it.
Right.
But you can't tell me that's one of the hardest things.
Yeah, that was hard.
Physically, is your body changes with that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay? I'll let him tell that to you later. But the thing is, because of what that is, when you understand that about him, now you respect him to go up for him because he's been through something. So now he can be the man that you're dating because you know him more. And then you can see that she can listen to you if you tell her what's up. So it's always got to be a back and forth. We got to, most of the thing, we got to make sure that we're talking to each other. Because again, if y'all don't know this kind of stuff, how can you born? Who cares? You feel one way, you feel one way. Whatever. But when we talk about something matters, everything changes. Everything. The respect
It is true, because, you know, if you got two people and you're starting to hear what they've been through and stuff, you know, I know me as an adult, I try to watch what I say around that person, especially if I know they've been through something and I feel that I'm gonna offend them or hurt their feelings, you know, or something like that, yeah.
Now let's take it that the stuff we talk, the story he's gonna give you. Let's say that what he can do outside of that is work with me. Are you ever gonna tell him no? Like in order for him to not go back to a certain part he was at, he needs to work with me. Would you ever tell him no?
You gotta be honest with me what that part's about.
But ain't no, I'm saying, but when he talk to you and you know how bad something has already been in his life, and in order not to go back there, he has to work with me. Would you ever tell him no?
I likely doubt I would. I likely doubt I would.
No, I'm
that-
saying like you got, now, I'm with that. What reason would make you probably say no?
I don't know, you know, like, if there's something important or something, or I feel something's more important than,
Like?
you know, they might would be a day I'd be like, no.
Like?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like what?
I don't know, like, well, for sure, you know, if it's an emergency with the family or whatever,
Like what?
you know, then I expect you to be there.
Like what?
I mean, like, if the baby's sick, or, you know, let's say for instance, like a couple years back, I know my son was in a real bad wreck. You know, if me and him would have been married at the time, then I would have expected, him to went with me during that time.
That
You know,
makes sense.
you see what I'm saying, like emergency case.
No, how do you feel about that? Is there any emergency that you would understand from her that would be okay to tell you not to come travel with me if you needed it?
She, the way she is, I don't understand her. It can be exhausting. It can break it down. I was working out,
I know.
and she broke me from going work out.
For what reason?
She just was, she didn't want me to live, I mean, be my best friend. That's the only thing I could do.
What was it you think that made you want him to stop working out?
That was not it, because, okay, first of all, her mom worked right by the gym he was working out at. I was nice one day, I dropped him off, he wanted to go to the gym, I keep the baby, I watch the baby, you know. All of a sudden, next thing I know, when I go to pick him up, after he called 3 hours later, he's got a Walmart bag. This man's been to Walmart and everywhere, not just the gym where he said he was going, you know, and I'm the type, like, I'm real big on that, like, I watch stuff like that, like, are you gonna tell me the truth, you know? You leaving this for me to figure out, okay, why didn't you call and say you wanted to go to Walmart?
Why does that bother you?
Why does that bother me? Because I trust no one unless they earn that trust.
Okay.
I mean, that's just me. You have to earn the trust with me. I trust no one.
All right, so let's pause right there. Now,
And I'm not trying to be mean.
what? Let me know what's the if she's not doing well based on losing somebody, or is the situation Mike with her granddaddy that's bothering her? let's say, there's a family member that's going through the exact same thing and she's sympathetic toward it. Or she wants to know how you're doing with a loss you may have. It may seem aggravating to keep on asking, but do you understand if she feels the way she feels and she's trying to help out regardless, does that make you feel better about her wanting to help out and talk about it?
She confusing me.
But what does it help though? We can get this straightened, but does that help son? Because if you know that she's not just sitting here trying to nag, it's a reason why she feels like that. Are you able to be more understanding of that part?
Thing I can't understand. You don't tell no grown man he can't go nowhere but to work and then come back and stay right there. But you that's not a relationship.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that
You
up.
don't do stuff like that. You don't sit up there and you know do you know doing you don't do that. You know what
So,
I mean?
Jay,
You don't
come
take
back
a
here, baby.
person's life and
Come on.
and respect.
Don't go no farther than that.
You don't do that.
What did so what is
She
it?
bad, but that's
But
every
what
day,
is it that she
you know?
didn't see though? Why does
That's
it matter
every
so
day.
much to you?
Huh?
And so why was that so important to you though?
You know, cause you know, spending time, you know, getting out, walking, you know, clear, you know, that's your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody don't hold your energy like you hold your energy.
But
You know
does
what
she
I'm saying?
know why you needed it? That's the piece of it. That's the piece that I mean right there. If it's something that matters like that and it affects you guys that strongly, you gotta know what it is. I mean, y'all gotta say why that is, you know? Because now, what we wanna be able to see is that she understands that there's something in you that's happened, and the maintenance you have to do is this right here. So now you understand that she get that. But also, there may be times where, hey, I'm understanding to it, but we need you right now. That's a give and take at that point. So you can't just tell him just because you feel like it, don't go. Because I mean, if he needs that for maintenance, that's him. But at the same time, you can't leave your wife unattended to. You got to. Nothing's ever going to work if she don't feel like you see her. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that happens in there, and the connection gonna happen when y'all talk about what he's been through. So now you're not gonna tell him to stop because for him, I already know, maybe verbatim, because I just know him. If you take that, he gonna tell you don't care enough about him. You don't understand what will happen.
But
if he
he's
can't
got
do
me
his thing.
feeling like that right now.
Of course.
Because the last 4 times, and I've called him 4 times talking to his ex-girlfriend. To me, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but to me, that's very disrespectful.
Right. So did you feel the same way?
Yeah, she put that out, but this morning I grabbed her phone and I looked in it where she done been talking to this guy, all hey and what you doing and
Okay, why
and
don't
all
you
the
show
way
me
down,
where that is?
and all the way
now,
down.
before we even get there,
But you ain't gonna be honest though.
Look,
And
those
then he
are-
asked,
those ain't the
and
problems
then he
though.
asked her,
But that's not
do
the
she wanna
problem.
have phone sex?
That's
I
not
mean,
that's
That
not the
was
problem.
way before we
But
even knew each other.
Wait. Now, everything else outside of that don't even matter. The reason why it's like this is y'all don't understand each other. What we were just talking about, that's what needs to happen. If you know why he feels a certain way, you know why she feels that way, guess what we don't have to do? Go outside the relationship to get comfort. You don't have to, because y'all know each other. When I told you, I said that I know that he wasn't telling the truth about what he physically been through. Your face of concern, that's what he needs, period. But that right there, what do you mean? And when she said about her granddad, hey man, I'm gonna tell you right now what I figured out. The only thing that feels better to a man than making the money doing the things when the woman needed. If she said, baby, I need you, and she put her hand right there, hey man, we good. That's what we need. But you can't get there if you don't understand why she's being like that. So we can always debate and talk about it, but nobody knows. My training does that. So I'm saying, forget all the other stuff. You don't do this push-up, your whole life gonna be over. You gotta fight for that. Because she's watching. There's one thing I saw, man, because I got out of the hospital. I'm trying to get my body back straight. Couldn't do a push-up. So, man, I'm getting up and I'm shaking, trying to get it. And I saw the thing on the phone. And it was, a dad was in the push-up position. And the son, man, he was real small. He was over on the side doing a little bit. And it said, you never know who's watching you. So that's the dad. His son looking at him doing what his dad do. So we're going to be able to influence our kids and everybody because they're going to see what we're doing. So it's not even that the man didn't push up the best. The son is watching his dad do something. I want to be like dad. So we gotta pay attention to what we do when we see it. I mean, we can't help it. The little girl's always gonna look at what you do for him, not what he does for you. It's gonna be that way. But they're gonna want to know, how am I supposed to be treated? And then in turn, how do I treat somebody else? And once we have that stuff, man, that's when we start making sense of stuff and things actually start working for our benefit. There's no way in the world you guys are gonna get it unless you understand him going with Black Mountain was
They're bowling the Black Mountain.
me and him never even talked about it before, but I know already. I know. And him going there, I'm telling you, you're gonna be in tears talking to him. I'm telling you, the strength that he had to do that, look at him now. I can see his emotions start. He about to start crying. I tell you. But that's the whole thing. If you don't know him like that, please. It's me and my wife. I'm an open book. She took my phone. I don't know, it was about an hour. She had my phone. There's nothing on my phone she can't look at. Ain't got no password on it. I can go look at the message all they want to.
Mine don't have a question.
I don't care about that. That ain't what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is, I don't have a hesitation of like I'm her. She knows me. So right here with you guys, if you don't understand Black Mountain, you can't understand why he needs to be out. He needs to be. You can't stop him from doing that. And that's what we gotta have in this moment. It's if we're not able to understand that part, I can tell you right now, it ain't gonna work. If you don't know about Black Mountain, it ain't gonna work. Ever. I can tell you right here, once she tells you about it, you can never tell him not to make this on that. He literally will go backwards. And he's not gonna mean to. And once he goes backwards, I know it'll hurt him too much. I let it run down. I fail. I can't do it. That's what's gonna happen. We ain't even had that conversation. I know that's how he is right now. Always on that one thing. Now his life's better because of you though. Because you ain't supposed to have that, right? You supposed to be thrown to the side, not kidding anybody.
Right.
And then here she goes, and that baby, hey, that's what he needs to make himself better. He has that. So we gotta know what's gonna be the thing to put it in jeopardy. So one thing that I wanna do with you guys, I mean, he's already seen a lot of it, but I love for us to do some work together, man. I really would, because this is gonna be the point where you're not gonna worry or wonder what you would do. You're gonna know it. Because you're gonna know how strong you are, how strong you're not, what you understand, what you don't get. You're gonna have all those things. If you never continue, that's fine, but you'll be able to see where you're at. Now, I don't know what's happened to you in your life in the past, physically someone hurt you before, whatever, but I can tell you for me, being molested like I was as a kid, I can't fight back. I'm a little bit older than her when that started. So, I mean, I'm gonna be 40, and I still think about that. Toughest thing I've ever done is I actually took my brother, I gave him a hug. So I love him. It's Father Christ. Woo! I'm serious. The one that did all that. You little scar on my face, I mean, that's him. Punching, beating, spitting, pissing on that kind of thing. And I said, hey, I forgive you. So there's nothing the woman will tell me that you can't get through and get past, So the only way I could do that is I had to realize what in the world is bothering me with this. I couldn't do nothing about it, couldn't stop it. I'm not trying to be at someone else's mercy. He's so precious.
You got dirt in your eye because you gonna rub, you got dirt on your hands too.
You are so pretty. See what you do? But that's good, but still, that's something that me telling y'all about that. All that do is make y'all understand what we're talking about. That's all. So we're not doing all this kicking the punch and just get a belt don't mean anything. It means something to train, because I give you something you earn it. And that means that you progress somewhere. And sometimes that's all we need, man. You need the whole goal from white belt to black belt. Some people have that goal, and that's good to focus on this, but it's gotta be, I don't even look at that just now. There's a couple things and it's going to keep adding up to it. So the white to black belt can be singing, dancing, whatever. It doesn't matter what it is, but we just have to have small goals. So right now, to me, in my opinion, the most important thing for you guys to understand and get this started, talk. Stop all this stupid mess and y'all get into it, because it ain't worth it. You be mad and you love each other, it's worth it. Stop acting egotistical, stop being short, stop being bad, don't try to plan some bond with each other. Make yourself vulnerable. Because from that point, God has already know what you did. So if you guys can say, you know what, I probably could have done that, but that's your fault. Don't wait on it. Give it to them. You got them married, so we have to. We can't control what someone do with us. We can't control that part. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if I can do something to try to make my wife happy, I want to do it because I want her happy. And it bothers me if I can't do it. If I make her upset, it literally sometimes upsets me more than upsets her. Because I don't want to live like that. And sometimes it can be the opposite. But that's because of the understanding. If I'll take my mom, give me this real quick. Sometimes my mom has touched me in my sleep, and I had her like this right here when I woke up. And I've done other people, I never hurt anyone, but that's why it happened, because still having I was asleep. And I'm ready to do something. It's just a reaction, but no one thinks I'm going to kill them for it. They just don't touch my chest when I'm sleeping. You just don't do that. That's all. And why do I care so much? Because that little baby's going to be the next generation stuff to come through. So if you watch y'all be like that, I mean, what's she going to look forward to? Yeah, she's going to want to get somebody else that don't have all that chaos going on. Boys are very manipulative. We can make it seem as though y'all in heaven with us. Take advantage. Get what we want, boom, we gone. And that's not restricted to an age either. So she can already start seeing you guys being more of, this is what the issue is. You bring it to him, and you stand up strong, and you hold what y'all talking about. That was me. So it's always y'all first, not her first. That's not how God wants to do it. And it's not meant to be alone. So man has to open up and let the woman know what's up fully, accept the role to be submissive with him or not. Just gotta do it. And if you're gonna be submissive, that don't mean that you bother him. Let him lead. Say your piece, tell him what you want, be honest. But let him lead. I guarantee you, if you give him the reins, he'll be fine. I guarantee you that. Because men, we need to provide and protect. If we can't do those, that's why I'm in cheap. We need to be able to provide for you and to protect you. If I can't do that, I'm gonna look somewhere else. That's just, think about it. The women that make more money than men, the men don't make much money, they ain't happy. They're never happy. I'll blow your eyeball out. You know, but there's the other part of that too, man, that financially, yeah, sometimes it works for people. But normally, if a man brings the money home to take care of his family, he's good. Now, think of how bad this is. He wants to get in the weight room so he can protect him and protect you. So if that matters to him, if you don't let him go there, now he can't protect you. He ain't happy. It's not so much that it has to be that way, but that's what the man feeling. And you can tell him, cool, do that. Then now you can understand why he wants to. And you understand why she may not want you to. And then again, y'all meet in the middle. That's why y'all come train together. It'll be this. It won't take too long, 30 minutes maybe, hour to the max. But the whole point is not just to get in shape, but for y'all to understand each other. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, man, the more I've gotten into the word recently, man, y'all saw Passion of the Christ, right?
That's been a while.
The movie?
I seen
Passion of the Christ?
Yeah.
Watch it again, man. But see, I was sitting here thinking about all the stuff. I was telling people this right here, this is not representing God. Like, I'm not wearing this for God. Mm-hmm. And I'm just not wearing it. This is suffering. That's what I wear. So people that got, the crucifixion, they're too glamorous. Mm-hmm. I just not understand why people would call what Jesus did love, right? They wouldn't understand. There's something wrong, right? But I started thinking, I want to go through that, man. I'll probably go through for my kids and boom and hit me. We're children of God, right? Right? That's our Father. God, right? Right? Yeah. You sure? The one up there, the man up there, big one up there.
Pausing. It can be pausing. It can be pausing.
What you doing? You're playing in the sand.
What I'm meaning is what I'm meaning though is I didn't. When people was talking
what
about,
they say, people be like, yeah. They be like, I was part of that when I'm still learning.
It's cool. cool.
I'm
It's
still
straight.
learning, too.
It's straight.
Sometimes
I promise.
I have to question
It's
myself
straight.
all over again. So
I have different
You
beliefs.
good.
I have-
It's cool. It's not a
totally,
problem.
totally.
It's just funny. That's all. It's a problem.
Then you
But
find out something new every day. Then when you find out what you thought was the truth was a lie.
That's right.
what I'm trying to
I'm
say.
gonna stand over here. 'Cause I can hear you. I'm just gonna smoke out of your face.
So what I'm saying,
Baby.
what I'm trying to say is that until I start thinking about what he did, it didn't hit me. We're not gonna be able to go through that with somebody. That's too much, right?
Right.
But you would probably try for your kid, probably. So God is our Father. We're His children. That's why He,
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. But what did those past that?